Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am the Seven Swords, and we are back in Skyrim. Well, technically, we're under Skyrim, far beneath it in the caves that we were exploring last time. And I've decided we should explore inside of here. The hitboxes are kind of strange in this, but that's fine. It's it's another really cool um, uh, mod that definitely am enjoying. And I definitely hope these crystals become more of a thing, that it's not just me seeing them all over the place because they're aesthetic or something like that. Oh, you're a Falmore servant. Okay.
Yes?
Can we be friendly? Maybe. Not
Huh?
actively attempting to kill me, so. This one is.
Need something?
I wonder.
Yes?
1 second. Let's see if I can figure this out, because if I can figure this out, then we can turn them into servants. Need to turn this back on. Next. Next. Stage progression, dynamic stages, rank progression, hunger stage and rank abilities, hunger stage and rank abilities, blood points, stage hatred, vampire damage, creating thralls is on. We'll be able to create thralls who will be able to available for feeding at your luxury. Done.
Need something? Need something?
Let's extract some blood and see what happens. Okay.
Need
Maybe I need to use the vampire seduction ability on her.
something?
There we go. There we go. I don't think I can move her, but it's better than killing them. Although I don't know if they'd agree with that.
Huh?
There we go. We're not going to do it to everyone we run into, but I will do it to a few of them, just to make sure that we have sufficient blood supply down here. I obviously don't think I can do it to um, I doubt that I can do it to the Thalmor, or the Falmer, not the Thalmor. Wrong group. I always get those two confused. Interesting. Now, I'm gonna go pull that lever, and I'm guessing that's gonna open the door. Yes, it does. Now, is this just water, or... Let's see. Oh, there's a chest. Interesting. Alright, let's keep moving. Didn't want to see a column worked on the Falmer, on the Fulmer. I didn't think it would. Where's this go? I'm going to leave this be for a moment. We're going to go check this area. Oh, this leads out to the caves. Maybe on a balcony? Yep. Wow. I will be, we're gonna walk back down to the elevator, and then I've got to pause for a second to go deal with a problem that just occurred. I will be right back. And we are back. Situation has been dealt with temporarily. Whoa.
Does someone death comes now?
Not expecting this. It is kind of there's kind of an interesting thought to the fact that I'm defeating these Dwemer spirits with one of their most legendary artifacts. The heck is going on there? Is it some kind of spell or something? Oh. Probably should get a spell, a light spell out. I'm thinking that it's relatively dark for you guys. Gotta keep an eye on, gotta keep a memory out for the YouTube compression issue. Nothing there? Oh, it's another statue of Azura. Or underwater area. Not putting my mask on just yet, because I don't know if we're going to be going very far. It doesn't seem like it. My feet on the cattle before we leave. That's a lot of spiders. Crafter's Journal. Zura has gifted unto us her treasure sphere, known only as the Relic. We have housed it hidden away from peering eyes. She claims that the Relic acts as her precious star, but serves an even greater purpose. She says that it can harness, and even store souls directly from a creature's body. Maverick notified me today of the disappearance of many of our brethren following the Battle of Red Mountain. A selfish fool known as Kagranak sought to make our race gods using a set of tools. Doing so has caused the disappearance of all known Dwemer in this realm. I can't believe it. All other Dwemer are just gone. How could it be possible? Where did they go? Will they ever return? But why not us? We have not been affected. I wonder why this is. All of our people are accounted for. Numerous counts have been taken by the scribes, and we are all still healthy, well, and accounted for. Why is this? It is because we have been protected by Azura's mercy, or has she preserved us for a more diabolical purpose? Only time will tell. I suppose I had better focus on gem crafting for the moment. It will surely ease my thoughts. Many fall, but one remains. Azura has told us this. He has said that the many clans of civilization of Dwemer have fallen throughout the realm, and we are the only ones that remain. I suppose we should be honored. Many fall, but one remains. Many fall, but one remains. The light and love of Azura fills my veins. My body has never been healthier. I know that it is only because many fall, but one remains. They laughed, called me a fool, but they wouldn't know. Only Azura would know truly. Many fall, but one remains. 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 They don't know the truth. Many fall, but one remains. Many shall fall before me. Many fall, but one remains. One remains. Just skimming through all the many fall, but one remains. The guy is obviously losing his mind, especially since he, in this page, wrote ha 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 on the page. I will be the only one to remain. Interesting. So they obviously knew of Red Mountain, and it appears that it may have been Azura's interference that may have made the difference, possibly. Now my curiosity is, where is the relic? Yeah, I'm not supposed to obtain the relic? Can't go this way. There. Many fall, but one remains. What a relic. Oh, it's in the chest? It'd be kind of weird if they just stuck it in this chest. Ebony Greatsword of the Vampire. I'm going to take it because I do plan on making a weapon eventually. A sword that is going to... I would prefer it to absorb health and soul trap. Since it will need to have an enchantment, a way to refuel its enchantment. Go back to that room real quick. I'm gonna go back to the room real quick where the gem crafter was and make sure that that there wasn't anything else there. Because I do definitely feel like we should have found something, although it may not be here. Definitely have more of this place to explore. I'm kind of hoping we find the relic. But he's yelling outside. But yeah, I'm hoping we find the relic, but... because I don't feel like they would mention it without it being a thing. I don't think this is it, because I don't think there's nothing I can't interact with this or do anything with this. unless it's the hitbox again being a problem. We're gonna head out. Probably gonna stop and drink from the cattle along the way. Hopefully it doesn't kill them. That would be a problem. I also feel like there's more to the story because we haven't found all we have found is evidence of...
But I'm glad to see.
That was weird. I fed from her, but I got teleported. Weird. Yeah. Hopefully we find the relic that they're talking about. Sarah definitely has an interest in it. Now, technically, Sarah doesn't know about this, but I'm going to try it anyways.
Foos!
Nope. What the heck? I don't know if that's I don't know if that's supposed to be a line or if that's a visual glitch. I just noticed it. He gets a visual glitch. Seen stuff like that before. Visual glitches that go from one area way to another, all the way to another area for an unknown reason. Oil. Another soul gem. Probably didn't need to pick up that pot, but I don't feel like dropping it at this moment. It'll be the first thing to get dropped if we end up going overweight. That's a big dwarven sphere. Most likely just a statue. Be kind of cool fight. My apologies. Not entirely sure if I'm tired or if there's something else going on that's making me yawn. It has been a day. I wouldn't say it was exhausting, but I definitely can't say that it wasn't. There wasn't a bit of a trouble to it. Well, something's either glitched in the floor or stuck in the ceiling. We'll go into the refinery and check the refinery out. See if we find anything useful in here. The heat of summer again. What the? Wait a minute. Place feels very familiar. I feel like we've been here before. I think it's the exact layout of one of the other Dwemer ruins we've been inside of. Wait, yeah, because that's where... Yeah, it's basically another Dwemer. It's basically that place where we took the cube from. Oh, well, well. We get to fight you. We do.
Yeah.
Anything good on you? I was kind of hoping we'd get another lexicon from that. So I'm pretty sure that's what this is from. Measurable key, boat bleeding. Chest. Good in the chest. Your shot, robes of illusion, gold, an ingot, and choking grasp. Glad I saw that key. Again. Whoa, where am I now? Huh, weird. Comes out here. Bizarre. Alright, let's keep going. Part of me wants to just push to the city, but I'm kind of enjoying looking around. The only reason that part of me wants to actually push to the city is because of the fact that I kind of want to figure out what's going on, and I'm hoping the relic is in the city. If I don't end up getting the relic, I'm not going to be too upset by it. I'm going to be kind of annoyed that they mentioned the relic and then never actually utilized it, but I understand if it was like, this mod is just so big that they were working on it, and eventually it was like, oh, I mentioned that at one point because I was planning on it, and then I thought I removed all the references to it. That would be kind of big. That would make sense because I've seen that happen before, and even I, when I'm making stories and games like that, I'll do the same thing where I'll mention something and then I'll completely forget about it. Just because everything will get a little too big for my thoughts. One thing I can say I'm glad about is that there are no that the music seems to just be Skyrim music. Didn't want to deal with another copyrighted music issue. I feel like this place is trying to draw my attention with the blue fire. Just another one of those big Dwemer guys. Forgot that they were like super tall. Or crossbow. They're rare, so I'll pick them up when I can. Don't need the gauntlets, and we're starting to get closer to that carry weight issue. And while I could possibly teleport back to Clockwork from here, I don't know if I want to. Might save and attempt to do that if it gets a little bit more, if we get if we get to the point of encumbrance being an issue. I don't want to because getting back here probably wouldn't be super simple. But I could teleport back to the Mages Guild and then go there. But I also don't want to have to walk all this route away again. And I don't know if I could just teleport here using the fast travel system. over there. I am now very curious on why these Dwemer didn't get teleported, or whatever happened to the rest of the Dwemer race. We're starting to notice though that this is happening more and more. It's not like this is the first group she's found of Dwemer that didn't disappear with the events of Red Mountain. The Gilded basically were still there even though their bodies were gone. Even though their bodies weren't maintained as... Well, I guess their bodies were, since their bodies were built into the Gilded that they created in order to help the transition. I just thought of something of like having like an area that absorbs magicka, and any spells you cast fizzle out because of the fact that it's absorbing magicka and like drains your magicka. Continue on. One moment. I apologize for that. My cat is getting a little more curious than I would like. You suddenly hear a loud noise. It's because my cat knocked something down because she's trying to do stuff she shouldn't be doing. Why would you have the lever on this side of the bridge? That looks cool. Here and route. Go check this place, this building out real quick. I like the fact that it doesn't create a loading zone. That would be kind of annoying if it did. Isn't this facing the wrong way? Wouldn't it face that way? Why would it face that way? I don't know if that's something that's going on because it's trying to tell a story and I'm just not catching the story, or if it's facing that way for a reason. Maybe it's because it's an outpost and maybe there's danger in both directions. Apparently I don't get that chest. Bears. Wow. This has got to be one of the biggest Dwemer ruins I've been in a while with Skyrim. I guess technically it would be the biggest Dwemer ruins I've been in a while, period, because it wouldn't have mattered if it was just Skyrim or not, because there's no Dwemer ruins anywhere else. Unless I guess unless Elder Scrolls has Dwemer Ruins in other locations. I think Morrowind had Dwemer Ruins, but I never played Morrowind. No idea. I think there was, because I think I watched a person play through Morrowind who, he was big into exploring Dwemer Ruins. Eesh. Place is definitely weird. Kind of wish it wasn't so dark. I guess that's the other thing, is like, that also brings up the other thought process I was having before about like the Dwemer being ironic that I'm using a Dwemer tool to take out these Dwemer. Wondering where the interaction point to open this was. I am trying not to lose myself to the majesty of this. Eesh. Cool, but... Oh, this takes me back to Skyrim? Okay, then. We'll go up real quick and see what's up here. Where are we? Went down there. That's a long travel. Do the other one. Cool, though. South of Castle Volkihar. Probably, they're probably like, where is she with that bloodstone chalice? Doing a lot more work than that. Alright, since we got the time, I will be right back. I am going to go back to Clockwork Castle and drop off some stuff, and then I will meet you guys when we go back down into the underground. So I will see you guys in just a moment. And we are back. I have taken care of our weight issue. I also dropped off the Agma Infinium in our bedroom, so it's unlikely of me accidentally utilizing it or dropping it somewhere, as you can put it down. And I didn't want to have to worry about it. And then Byworth, then lift. This one take us to the caves. I wonder, does it just take us up then, or does it take us down? Interesting. I want to check this place out real quick, because I don't know if we checked this place out. And while, yes, continuing on in that direction is part of the quest, and I'm pretty sure the reason why it's still just marked as, it's still being in the same area and not having to go through a load zone, is because of the fact that it's marked as being the same location. So it probably just teleports us to another location part of this area, probably trying to make it Probably trying to make a point of it's giving us different areas, like where they were defending and stuff, but it's not like they wanted to have it in a different actual area. Not to mention, I don't know how a lot of this works. I'll admit my modding skills are, well, I don't have any, so I can. The only time I've been able to mod a game is when I was playing with games that used RPG Maker, and they left the ability in to mess with the game using RPG Maker. But continuing on. I must say I am getting to that point where I'm trying to wonder how much longer it is until we finally get where we're going. Oh, it's a crack in the ground. It's like, what's the distortion? I'm about to walk into an area that's gonna like damage me, and I'm not gonna have to figure a way through it real quickly. I'd probably put the healing spell in one hand and teleportation spell in the other and start teleporting. That definitely looks weird. There we go. I was about to say that looks weird, and then everything started to load in. We're getting close to the end of this episode. We have more floating tree.
I'm warning you. Back off. Never should have come here.
Oh, Forsworn.
I'm warning you. Back off. Ha! I think you're bleeding. I'm warning you. Back. And face the
Oh, now they go. I was just going to kill that one since she had the bow and was being a problem. And then I was going to leave the rest of them to be, for me to figure out if there's a way for me to turn them. Definitely say they're being more annoying than anything else. You can even see that one. Maybe I should drink. I could technically bring them back to life, but I'm not a big fan of doing that because the fact that it's been known to cause problems. And I don't want to do that, especially with modded things. Oh. Oh, it's an altar. Whatever gods the Forsworn worship. noticing they built this on top of an elevator. Hopefully this elevator wasn't anything useful. I say that, and yet I realize the fact that it's like, it can't have been, because then the mod maker wouldn't have done it. Let's find our way out of here. Not triggered this area yet. If I go in this way. There we go. Interesting how many different bad guys we've had to fight though getting through this place. And it sounds like they're mowing again. I would think that's with how long I've lived here, close to a decade now, that I would have an idea if this was like the day they normally mow. But the two issues there are, I don't think they regularly do it, and I don't think and I don't know if it's a situation of, I don't know if it's a situation of them regularly doing it, because I don't really know if I hear it very often, or if it's I just don't pay attention to it usually. I normally don't think about it. The only reason I've thought about it the last couple of times is because of the fact that it's when I'm recording. We're almost to 45 minutes, so we're gonna be closing out in here in just a second. Probably once we get over to this place. Whoa. I kind of like how the ceiling lights up like that. There's another statue of Azura, and Azura's River. Interesting. We had Azura's Caves, and now Azura's River. We're finding our way quicker and quicker. I'm remembering that word of warning we got from the beginning of this place, that she tricked them. I'm wondering if they're talking about Azura, and I'm wondering what she did to trick them. We have more to gain, and we have more to learn. We have this relic to look for, and a couple of other things. But that'll all be in the next one. I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.